Good day, everyone. Now we are going to present our item analysis. But first, let's define item analysis. It is the act of analyzing students' responses to individual exam questions with the intention of evaluating exam quality. It is an important to uphold test effectiveness and fairness. In other words, it's a process which examines students' responses to individual test item questions in order to assess the quality of those items and of those tests as a whole. It is also especially valuable in improving items which will be used again in later tests. But it can also be used to eliminate ambiguous or misleading items in a single test administration. In addition, item analysis is valuable for increasing instructor skills in test construction and identifying specific areas of course content which need greater emphasis or clarity. Now, we are going to get the difficulty index, discrimination index, and reliability tests of our constructed multiple choice questions from our previous episode. And the first one to present is Ma'am Gea Mundigo. Ma'am, please take the virtual floor.
So thank you, Sir Jubir. So in this table, can okay. So in this table, we could see how many students taking the exam and where or what specific items they get the right or the wrong answer. We could also see their scores and the total number of the items where they get the right answer. Like for example, under the question number 1 to question number 10, we could see the 1 there. So that means that they get the right answer. And 0 means they get the wrong answer. So in question number 1 or the item number 1, all the students get the right answer. And in question number 2 or the item number 2, only the student number 6 the wrong answer. So now let's hear Miss Jazel Miss Sanchez for the introduction of the formulas in getting an item analysis.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am J. For the formula that we will going to use is for the difficulty index, it will be the D sub F. D sub F is equal to small letter n over the capital letter N, where the D sub F is the difficulty index and the small letter n will be the number of students selecting item correctly in the upper group and lower group, and the capital letter N will be the total number of students who answer the test. And for the discrimination index, the formula that we will going to use is the D sub I equal to C sub UG minus the C sub LG over D, where the D sub I is the discrimination index value and the C sub UG will be the number of students selecting the correct answer in the upper group, and the C sub LG will be the number of students selecting the correct answer in the lower group. For the reliability test, we will be using the Kuder-Richardson formula 20. And the formula will be KR20 equal to K over K minus 1 multiplied by 1 minus the summation of P times Q over the variance squared times the X. And the next part, which is the item analysis, will be discussed by Sir Gerson Belicario, Sir Paulino Carillo, and Ma'am Deanara Torres.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Giselle. The first column is the items or the questions. The second column is the difficulty of difficulty index. The first question the formula of difficulty index is equal to the number of students who got correct answer and over the total number of the students. For example, in question number one, all students have correct answer. 10 over 10 is equal to 1, and so on. And the third column is how to get a Q. Q over Q equal to 1 minus difficulty index. Um, 1 minus 1 is equal to 0, and the second question is 1 minus 0.10 is equal to 0.1, and so on. The second part will discuss by Ma'am Denara Torres.
So for this for the PQ column, so we have here the value of our P. So in the second column, so 1 to 2.4. So on the second column, we have here Q from 0 to zero point 0.6. In the column PQ, so we're just going to multiple the value of our P to our Q. So for example, in our first item, so we have the P which is equal to 1 and our Q is equal to 0. So in if we multiply those two, so the answer is 0. So same process from item number 1 to item number 10. So for the summation PQ, so we're just going to add all the answer of our PQ from item number 1 to item number 10. So after we add those numbers, so we come up with the answer of 1.84. So for the column of k over k minus 1, so k is the number of questions. So number of question over number of question number minus 1. So the number of question we have is 10 items. So 10 over 10 minus 1. So our answer is 1.111111. So for our variance column, so we're going to use our calculator. So in using calculator, we're just going to press the mode, and then after pressing the mode, we are going to press number 2 for our stat, and then press number 1 for our variance. So after pressing number 1, we're just going to to plug in all the scores of the students. So the scores of the students we have 6, and then 5, 8, 6, 4, 6, and 8. So after that, we're going to press the AC, and then after pressing the AC, we're going to press also shift, and then pressing number 1 for our stat, and then press also number 4 for our variance, and then number 2 for the final answer. So ato dahil equal sa tong equal sign. So our variance is equal to 1.44. So next is for the KR20s will be discussed by Mr. Paulino.
Guys, notice that we obtain negative 0.30864195. Uh, what is a good KR20? Because we get negative result, we go to the description of Kuder-Richardson's general form of formula. The KR20 generally ranges between 0.0 and plus 1, but it can fall below zero point zero. Why? Because we only have smaller sample sizes, which is 10 questions. The closer the KR20 is to positive 1, the more reliable an exam is considered because it is a question do a good job consistently discriminating among higher and lower performing students.
So that ends our presentation and help you understand our the item analysis presentation. And good day, everyone, and God bless.